My name is Thomas Kavanagh. I'm the executive director of Bandaloop, and our founder, Amelia Rudolph, created the company in 1990, bringing together climbing and dance, both the technology and the technique, allowing an integration of the choreography of the dancer with the sight reactiveness that a climber moves through as they choose a wall. Throughout our time together, we created a more sight-reactive essence of vertical dance and our abilities that are specific to performing on skyscrapers and buildings and theaters and churches and bridges and national parks and ways where the dance ends up really evolving based on the location. It's beautiful to climb, it's beautiful to dance. It's often seen when you look at a climber, it looks like they're dancing or floating. When you look at a dancer, especially one that goes vertical or an aerialist, it often feels like they are floating like a climber. So the marriage of the two is quite natural when you look at the landscape of it, when you look at the beauty of bandalooping in and of itself. Bandalooping takes flight, moves dance through the nature, through the ecosystem. Maybe that's urban, or maybe that's the wilderness. And our specialty is to bring together both the wild and the urban in that way. But all our dancers are dancers. They dance on the ground. When they audition to be a part of Bandaloop, they may have never even been in a harness before. So it's important that they are modern dancers at the top of their game. As they step into the vertical elements, they need to first know how to dance. Then we can teach them how to fly. For us, the most challenging is how do we interpret a location safely? How do we arrive on site and through what we call the Bandaloop culture of safety, work with our own embedded rigging team, our climbers that come with us and help rig the ropes? How do we work with that space and learn the wall in order to adapt what we rehearsed at home? It's really the single biggest challenge is what we rehearsed, how does it play out here? And that's not just in the flatness of the wall or the height of the wall, it may be our proximity to the audience. How is the dance best seen? When I'm dealing with pre-production and choosing locations, often someone will say, what's the best Bandaloop dance wall? Where do you want to perform? And my first question is, where's the audience? Right? We want to perform where the audience can see us. And that's critical, and those are our biggest challenges. Second to that, but not small, is of course elements like the weather, elements that would interrupt our ability to practice this work safely. All our work, and Amelia and the group, and Malaysia Estrella, who was here directing, they build the work on the ground and then adapt it to the air. Right? And there's a mixture of that in our home studios where you move from the air to the ground. But absolutely, we call it walk-through, talk-through. So before every show that you just saw, the dancers are on the ground doing the work, mimicking the flight time even, stepping through the music. And the music, as you can imagine, we've been rehearsing, but the tempo is directly related to how tall the building is, so that they can count and make it through a song and not run out of music. It's all rooted in modern dance, so Bandaloop choreography is being built collaboratively. Amelia and Malaysia both work really in lockstep with the other dancers to try to create phraseology that makes sense in our vertical environment. So it is rooted in the same modern dance environments. They were influenced by the modern dance greats, and they take that to a new level, not just literally in height, but in ways that adapt time and space.